Can I help you?
Hello there. We're with colleagues from the TV broadcast people. They just need to check your property to see if you've got a TV.
Yeah.
Because you haven't paid for TV licence fee. So can you open the door for us, please?
Have you got a warrant?
We do have a warrant, yeah. If you come to the door, we'll show you the warrant.
No, you can show me here.
Have a look now. What's this for?
TV licence.
We just need to check to see if you've got a TV. If you haven't got a TV, it's fine. No, they're here.
Are you under your oath today, Constable?
I am.
You stand under your oath, so this is a
common law,
matter, yeah? It's not criminal. Has there been a report of a crime, Constable?
There's an oath, there's a warrant here sworn out in front of a judge that grants us power to enter and search the house.
Okay, so under what's the evidence of this?
It's all in there. Everything that you need to know is in the warrant, and you can have a copy of this. We literally.
And do we know who signed it and stuff? The magistrate?
Yeah, Justice of the Peace.
And was he on his oath when he signed it?
Yes.
He was standing under his oath, yeah. So he's liable.
Every warrant is issued. It's been sworn under oath.
Okay, so when you come in here and you find that there's no TV, who do we contact to make a complaint and to...
That'll be TV licensing.
BBC TV licensing.
Okay, so they're a private company, so why do they come round harassing
Because this is harassment. Yeah.
Because you don't have a contract.
If I've got a television, yeah, I can have 100 televisions in here. I don't need a licence to have 100 televisions. It's only if I'm watching live TV.
And
that's right.
Yeah. And if you've got evidence that I'm watching live TV.
We have evidence that there's been live TV.
Can I just ask?
Well.
So you have a van out here.
Yeah.
So how can you tell if it's not next door or over there or this house?
I can't answer for that one, sir. I'm just here purely and simply to serve a search warrant.
Okay.
So if you can open the door...
So if we don't let you in, what happens?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
If we don't let you in, what happens? What will happen?
We'll have to go away, possibly apply for a search warrant and maybe use other methods. We do have the rights and powers of entry, but we do not exercise them.
Are you allowed to enter this premises without our consent?
Yeah, I do have the rights.
Yeah.
And so you will break in? Will you break and enter?
We have a power to enter under the warrant, okay? They can't 100% guarantee that the signals received from the van are from this house.
Right.
That's why the warrant is issued for us.
That's the rights and powers, sir.
But it doesn't matter because hold on a minute, right? This is an act, yeah. An act is not law, yeah. You need consent for an act, yeah. An act is not law.
It's written.
It is law.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
You've taken an oath to under common law. Under criminal law, this isn't a criminal matter. You appreciate that?
We have.
Hold on. Right. You took an oath to uphold common law.
Right, this is from the TV licence's own thing.
Right. You read that. Yeah. Where it's highlighted. Can you read that out, please? Can you read that out?
Yeah, that's when they just do a routine check. But
I haven't got to let them in.
Okay, but you've just said...
You do with a warrant.
With a search warrant, you do, sir.
No, I don't.
Okay,
search warrant,
but
we
you've
have
just
the
said it's not 100%. That van can't guarantee this 100%.
Which is why the warrant is issued. If you read it, give it here and I'll point out the bits that are relevant.
Okay. But don't you think, right?
The warrant authorises entry to search the premises and examine and test any television receiver found there. So that's why the warrant has been issued.
So you could go to any.
Which is why the warrant has been issued. So these guys can check.
It hasn't gone to. We live in. I thought we lived in a country where we're tried by our peers. Like not just someone sitting on a high chamber signing stuff and saying, yeah, you can go into the house. You know, I thought we lived in a free country. And the police are there to protect our freedoms, not intrude on our personal...
No, we're not here to intrude.
You are.
All right.
Yeah, the law's very clear. If you have a TV, you have to pay a TV.
That's a government...
It's a government thing.
And you have
empowered under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
That's an act.
That's an act, but it gives me powers to execute this warrant.
The way I see it is that...
No, only if I consent.
The way I see it is that we're all equal before the law. Me and you are both equal. So if I see someone breaking the law criminally, I have the right as a citizen's arrest. Same powers as you.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Okay, this is a civil matter between the occupiers of this
But not
house.
paying your TV licence is a criminal offence.
No, it isn't.
Wait. In a free country, how can not doing something be breaking the law? If you don't do something, surely you have to do something to break the law. I have to go and hurt someone or I steal something.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, because that's what I thought a free country was.
So we don't live in a free
we could
country.
We're talking about
we could be a
things
Nazi
that are not
Germany.
really relevant.
It's relevant,
I appreciate
it's our
that.
rights.
It's relevant
You know,
to
I know
you.
you've got a job to do. I know you're working for the BBC, but the fact is, we don't have a contract with the BBC. Right? We don't sign any contract with the BBC. We've never agreed to pay the BBC any money. Fact is, you don't have any evidence whether we've got a TV in here or not. And if you come in,
and you've got to have a foundation evidence. Where's your foundation evidence?
and you just said it's not 100%
to the judge.
Well, why wasn't I in court then?
Nothing is 100%.
we've not been invited to court.
Why wasn't
Everything is
I-
open
You
to
wouldn't be invited
question.
to court. So
Why not?
When a search warrant is being applied
Why
for,
not?
there's been numerous letters to you asking you.
Yeah, and I've responded to all them letters.
Yeah, we've written
and I'm
notices.
not willing to give my name to you because then I'm entering into a contract with you. Yeah, and it's an act, and an act is
Because I
not law.
thought-
It's only given the force of law by consent of the governed.
Yeah.
Consent of the government, yeah.
No,
No,
governed.
consent. You need to be consented. Like we're not
It's consenting. I don't
we don't
consent.
vote. We don't vote for the government because we don't believe they're here to represent our interests personally. Yeah, they're there for their own pockets. Right. This is. I know. Yeah, you don't want to get into politics. This is our understanding. Yeah. So we don't consent. You need our consent.
For an act.
I mean, I do. You know, we're not violent people. So I think it's interesting.
And you,
why-
as a sergeant, should be fully aware of this.
yeah.
And I am fully aware of it. All we are here is to prevent a breach of the peace and
Okay.
help these
That's it.
guys.
But
But
we
you should,
warrant-
you should be keeping the peace. So you shouldn't be helping them. You should be neutral.
What
Because
they are
So
doing,
you-
they are allowed.
Totally don't you?
No,
Okay.
you're on his side because you're.
I'm not on anyone's
you
side. I'm
are.
trying to explain
You
to
are.
you what the warrant is.
Well, the way you're
I'm
coming
anyone.
across, you're on his side.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not anybody's
yeah.
side. I'm not on anybody's
calm down.
side.
All right, but you can see that if someone who didn't know their rights, we've been looking into our rights.
Yeah.
Someone who didn't know their
Give me
rights
that.
would be quite
Give me that
intimidated
book.
by you guys all turning up, knocking on doors, saying you must
Potentially,
let them in.
yeah.
Give me that.
Okay, so we know we don't have to let you in. It's our choice whether we want to let you in, yeah. Because an
We can
Englishman.
enter.
All
We
right,
can
okay,
enter.
but
That's why you're here.
okay.
Someone's breaking the law.
All
somewhere.
right,
I know.
okay.
So the sooner you let us in, the sooner
No,
we can
but
go.
the thing
No,
is,
I'm not letting you in.
Wait. The thing is, Englishman's home is this castle, yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah, so we've got to feel safe and secure in our houses, yeah?
Yeah.
Like we say, we don't have a contract with the BBC.
Do you
unless
watch
they
television, sir, for live programmes?
do I watch
Do you
television?
watch TV? within the
Personally, right, I'm going to answer this. I don't want to be brainwashed by the BBC's pile
Crap,
of shit,
crap.
right? Excuse my French, yeah?
I'm not asking about the BBC.
Okay.
when
All TV,
Yeah.
it's just brainwash, yeah?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
Do you
a
watch your TV within the property for live
do we
programmes?
have to answer your question?
I'm just asking a personal
I know,
question
but do
because
I have to? Do I have an obligation to answer it,
No.
Constable? Do I have an
I
obligation?
don't have an
No.
obligation to listen to you,
You don't
sir.
have
But
to
what I'm
answer
saying is,
Yeah,
we
but-
do have a
Well, you
search warrant.
do.
We'd like to
If you're,
enter.
are you a
Okay.
public servant?
No.
No, so you're
working
for private gain.
private
so you're
gain.
trying to get money from us for a private company.
Personally, no. What?
No, but you're working for a private company.
No,
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
now?
capital.
I'm here to,
Capital.
no, I'm here to ascertain the situation, sir.
Okay.
Capital.
And under what authority are you here?
Under the Communications Act 2003,
Act,
And that
Please,
requires
with
consent.
consent.
the service.
Yeah,
search warrant.
that don't mean nothing.
It's
yeah,
just
that's
writing on a
just
piece of
right,
paper, isn't
That's
it?
just
No,
writing.
it's-
Yes, it
No,
is.
what is it then?
You need our
What do you think?
consent.
It's a search
It-
warrant. It gives us the
Okay,
powers
but I
to
don't
enter, yeah?
consent. So say if I don't, like I say, we're not governed.
Do you
Search
watch
warrant-
TV within the
Oh, I'm not obliged to answer no questions that
fair
you
enough,
put
just
to
thought
me.
I'd ask you, yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't broken any law.
Have you not?
Yeah, and I have the right to remain silent.
Do we not?
Which the
Well,
sergeant
yeah, once
will
you're
agree.
cautioned under the
Right.
Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
No,
yeah.
but
No,
do it,
that
do
is
it,
an act.
wait, does that right
That's an
only happen? Do we not have that right all
No,
the time?
again,
It's your human right. You
Yeah,
can-
exactly.
yeah,
So
right.
we don't have to answer your question.
that's right.
Also, it's our right to not let you into the house. We actually love this sort of interaction with people because we're all human beings at the end of the day. And you're not having in Nazi Germany where it was just human beings doing it to other human beings. So we've got a situation in this world, in this country now, where same sort of things happening. You're coming in, you're harassing people over a bit of money, over nothing. Like, we've not hurt anyone, we're not criminals. You can tell by my mannerism I'm not violent, I'm not
Yeah, no, I
criminal.
appreciate that,
While you're standing here
What I'm
harassing
saying
us,
is,
someone is maybe getting criminally
And you
hurt.
need proof of claim. Yeah, I can show you this book. Yeah, so you say that we've broken the law. Yeah, it's challenging legal authority. Do you know the difference between legal and lawful, sir?
Yeah, one's an Act of Parliament, one's common law.
Exactly,
Yes,
and the Act of
absolutely.
Parliament requires consent. Is that not so?
It requires our consent because
To make it
how can any man tell another man what to do without his consent? And that's criminal, surely. So the politicians need
So
our
basically,
consent.
you're raping us. Yeah, if it's against our consent, we're
Using
being
words,
raped.
you're just using words to get us into fear.
Yeah, and
You can see where the conversation's going, and more and more
listen,
people are doing
The
this.
last thing I want to do is
Yeah.
to stand here
Yeah.
arguing with you.
I
I've got a lot
know,
more important
yeah,
things I need
absolutely,
to be doing.
absolutely.
The guys here have got a warrant
Yeah,
sworn
it's just
out
it's just
in front
words.
of a judge.
Okay, it's just
But
the words
I
on a piece of
appreciate
paper.
it's just word to you. It's just words, yeah. But legally, it gives
Yeah, but
us
legal-
and
Okay,
these guys
okay.
the power
Okay.
to enter your property.
Okay, but not lawfully.
If we need
do you have
to-
lawful
It
power?
will be lawful, yeah, because
Okay.
we're acting under the powers of the warrant.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so what
the
is our
judge has said
recourse?
we can do it. We can't seize anything or anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
It is purely to enter
So if you come in
and
here,
search.
so if you come in and find
Who's
a TV,
liable?
well, if you come in here,
Yeah.
if you come in here and you find a TV, do you have any proof that we've been watching that TV?
Not necessarily. That's for these guys to sort out.
Yeah.
That's
See what I
nothing to
mean?
do with us. All
And
we are here
It's
for.
all the
is
whole
for the
legal
warrant to be
system. You know,
executed.
you have to have absolutely concrete evidence of, you know, even if we had a TV in
That
there.
would be if they want to report you and.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
circumstantial.
You know,
But
isn't it?
as you see, we're not gonna comply.
Yeah, but the
with it.
situation, if it could be quite easily dealt with, for me to come in and have a quick check.
yeah, but why should we?
Yeah.
Why should we as humans? Why should we
Well,
have
it's-
people knocking at our door?
Again, you're talking about humans.
It's not
Yeah.
just
Just
your
being
door that we're
polite.
knocking at. It's anybody.
Anybody, yeah. So
Who
what?
they
You know, we're
feel
living in.
might be
I thought we
using
lived in a free
television.
country. Like, you know, why are you harassing people? That's my question to you.
Over money.
Yeah, it's just a piece of
On,
paper.
on a Sunday,
Don't
on
make-
God's day.
I
On
don't
God's
make
day,
rules.
come on.
You don't, but
Don't
you
make
follow
rules.
orders, and that's what happened in Nazi Germany. And it gets
Following
very
orders.
dangerous when you don't use your mind and you just follow orders. Yeah.
Well, there's no.
All right,
not a lot
that's
I can
what.
really do
That's
about
my
that, is there?
personal. That's
I'm
my personal.
doing my job at the end of the day.
Well, you're not.
You're not.
Because
You're not here
no.
as a criminal. You're here as a civil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which we do as well.
Yeah,
It's all part of our
police
remit.
don't
No,
do
it
civil,
isn't.
right?
You took
Police
an
shouldn't
oath.
be doing civil, yeah? They're here for criminal, and like you said, you're here to
We
keep...
do have powers in some cases under warrant.
Hold on,
And
hold on. If you forgot your oath, I'll read it to you.
I don't
Yeah?
need you to read mine.
Yeah?
Because they don't
Well-
mention anything to do with civil under your oath, yeah?
The situation we have now is I can say that he's now obstructing me,
Yeah.
and then you may have to go in for an arrest.
Let me just double check the warrant.
Yeah, there you go. Obstructing what? What are we obstructing?
What we obstructing? Unbelievable.
Well, it's all interesting. It shows you that we don't live in a free country.
No?
People do anything for money, don't they? Prostitute themselves out. All for a bit of money.
Statutes and acts are only given the force of law by consent of the governed.
Just going to make a good YouTube video.
It is. You're going to be YouTube stars. Yeah.
I'm on there already.
That's
Well,
good, isn't it?
yeah, that's
More
good.
and more people are doing it. More and
Yeah.
more people standing up to corruption.
It's corruption.
Weren't it the BBC that stood up for Jimmy Savile when he
paedophile.
molested all them kids? And you're working for the same corporation. How does that make you feel, mate? You got grandkids and kids working for that same system that enslaves people, makes their lives a misery. Crazy world, isn't it? Crazy country we live in. Do you have a conscience? Do you have a social conscience?
No, it won't answer
No,
that.
of course not. But you know, it's just programming, isn't it? That?
Unbelievable.
But we don't want to be brainwashed by the BBC.
BBC.
That's it. That's
Or,
our
or,
answer
or
to
many
it.
TV station,
It's a
thanks
big,
very much.
massive brainwashing. You know, gets people thinking. I'll go and look at David Icke. Go and read a few of David Icke books. Have you read the notices on the door?
And the right of implied rights of access have been denied for
We-
the BBC
we
to
have,
come
we have-
onto
Yeah,
this
yeah,
property.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
We have
and
removed-
you're still here, so you're trespassing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm here under search warrant.
Okay.
Yeah, but was it just on his oath when he signed the search warrant?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
you were
because
there,
it-
was you?
Yeah, was
I
you
wasn't
there?
there, but he signed it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how do you
well,
know he was under
It
oath?
could be
You'd
Mickey
have to check
Mouse.
it with him.
Well, can he send an affidavit stating that he was on his oath when he signed that warrant
Well,
under
you
his
could ask you for
full?
one, couldn't you?
Well, why wasn't I in court then?
You don't need to be in court.
Why
Yeah, I
not?
do.
Why not?
Well,
Why
where's the
don't-
justice?
I thought it was
Where's the justice then?
we all have the right to a jury, you know, trial by jury.
Do you watch TV?
I'm not obliged to answer none of your questions. Yeah, I have the right to remain silent and I will use that right. I've not broken any law. Statutes and acts are not law. They're rules of society, and are given the force of law by consent of the governed.
You don't consent.
Yeah, and I do not consent. Yeah, if you force me to consent, you're raping. Yeah, is that right? Is that
What's
right?
the situation, Constable?
He's a sergeant.
Okay.
Right, they're all going to go off and have a little confab. No, they're just standing down there having a little confab. Yeah. This is unbelievable. No, they're trying to use fear.
Of course they are.
Coming out of all this crap. It's intimidation. We'll turn up with the police.
I'm glad I come back.
Yeah. Right, they're all having a little confab behind the van. Yeah. Oh, he's on the phone to somebody. He's on the phone to somebody. Yeah.
So Sergeant, if we don't vote, then how can the government claim that the law applies to us?
Whether you vote or not is your choice,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean,
we don't register
I
to
personally don't vote,
Fair enough.
but I still have to follow the law.
Yeah,
Don't
but
I?
I
'Cause
thought the
it's
law
based
was
on the
criminal.
majority.
Like, you know, I don't hurt anyone,
See,
not words, because these are very clever people, like these politicians, and they're lawyers, like most of them. So the words that they use are to control us, and you know, I see it as an enslavement because they're using these words. Me and David Cameron are both equal men. So why does he have the right to come and dictate to me? Or this word on a piece of paper says this applies to you. So then we've got these people turning up, and yourselves. You know, with I have a lot of respect for the police because you do an amazing job.
Thank you.
You know, you protect people, and you do, you know, like have utmost respect for you. But on the other hand, you're being
corporate.
Yeah, you have a corporate side where you have to come and do stuff like this. You know.
Yeah.
And you've been absolutely amazing with us. I have to say, and. You know, we appreciate your, you know, the way you're being with us.
Because what makes you laugh, yeah, he was chatting a couple of years ago to a couple of constables, yeah, and they said we don't do civil, we're only here for criminal, yeah. And this is a civil case, basically. And I'm aware that you're here to prevent the.
We're here to prevent a breach of the peace.
Right,
and that's it.
but you're saying that we've got to come in.
Because all he's got is words on a piece of paper.
The thing is, this is where it gets very, very grey, and sort of the civil crosses the criminal.
Yeah, and that shouldn't happen in a free country. It should be criminal. You're the criminal. You catch criminals. You keep us safe, right?
Yeah.
And I absolutely respect that. You know, you seem like a very admirable man, and you know, appreciate you being so, you know, cool and calm with us, because I appreciate you don't get this every day. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, the way I see it is we're both equal, and no one has the right to come in and force me to do something I don't want to do. We don't consent. We don't agree with the BBC. If you've been reading the newspapers and stuff, the old Jimmy Savile thing, the cover up, we feel that they're a corrupt corporation. We don't have anything to do with them. We have no contract with them.
Yeah.
And this is our stance on it. Yeah. And we don't feel we have to answer these questions.
You don't have to answer.
That's it. And
the thing is, at the end of the day, if they feel that you've done something wrong, then they should be taking you to court, and then you answer to the court.
Yeah, but then they need a name for that. And I've never given my name to them.
You need we see that as consent.
I don't know if they would have ways to find names.
Okay, well, that's fine.
But you need me to say that.
Like you
need me.
Yeah, but you can, I'm sure they would probably be able to apply to the council or something.
That's fine, but you don't know who they're going to take to court.
You need me to contract
at the end of the day,
by giving you that information.
Wait a minute, let me explain. Like, the birth certificate is the name on a piece of paper, and when you're registered, this is just general.
Oh, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's just a name on a piece of paper. And you even look on your birth certificate, it says not to be used as...
I've changed my name from my birth certificate.
Well, it says not to be used as identification.
Yeah.
Okay, but how do we obtain any identification? You have to send in your birth certificate, don't you?
Yeah.
So how is that you? It's just a name on a piece of paper. Absolutely. So and also it also says on your birth certificate Crown copyright. So that name is owned by the Crown. So how can I be liable for that name when the Crown own that name? So you get what I mean when you register and stuff. it's something to think about, you know, because it's getting to very dodgy times now. And, you know, I have a social conscience, you know.
Have you been to court with any of these arguments yet? Because I'd like to see how that
I know people that have
pans
been
out.
successful in court
Yeah, but-
with these arguments, absolutely, yeah.
But in the magistrate, because they take an oath.
Because we're all under oath.
I'm just curious. I'm not being sarcastic.
No,
I'm curious.
Are the magistrates and judges sitting on their oath?
Because they're
took?
liable
not.
as well, you know,
They're
they
not.
can't just come along them. Anyway, what's the situation?
Situation, who am I going to be talking to?
Me.
You're the occupant, yeah?
I am me.
Okay.
I am me.
You're me.
That's it, absolutely.
Right. Are you an occupant of this property?
Am I in this property?
Are you an occupant of the property? Do
Do
you
I
live
have-
here, sir?
I live everywhere, else I'd be dead, wouldn't I?
Okay, fair.
Everywhere I am,
Do
I'm
you live
alive.
here, sir?
I'm not obliged to answer no
He lives
question.
everywhere as
I've
well.
got the right to remain silent, and I'm using that right.
We're just having a little fun with you because
okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
these are
Well,
all
anyway,
word
I have a
games.
warrant to enter your property, yeah?
So you say it's just
You're
words on a piece of
obstructing
paper.
the warrant, so
By how am I obstructing the warrant?
by not letting me come in to inspect.
But it says that we don't have to let the
Let
TP
you in
license.
by
I'm just
this,
gonna-
by the BBC
Just gonna-
Okay,
only
go on.
Yeah,
admission.
but I've got another piece of BBC paperwork basically which says it's a warrant to let you in,
Who
sir.
are you caution? Who are you going to
I'm going to
caution?
announce a caution to the pair of you. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your
You-
defence if you do not
hold
mention
on.
when questioned something
You-
which you later rely in court. Anything you do.
The only one who can
Do we
read
have to
that is a constable of the law.
Yeah.
Is it a constable of the law? Is the only one who can read you your rights.
No,
You've got no
police
right.
criminal evidence.
No, that's
You
an
can
act.
read it, I can
That
read it,
is an
sir.
act.
I can
That's
read
an
it.
act. You
Anyway, you don't say anything,
Yeah,
but it
bum, 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 bum.
We love you guys. Cheers, constables, and we'll catch you
Cheers.
soon. Take a look into it.
Have a look.
God bless. Bye bye.
Well, they got him.
Right.
What's their car?
Oh, don't worry. I mean, I'm not that fast. What's going to happen?
No,
Right, if that fella is in that police car when they got
no, they're not. No, the old Bill's going. The old Bill's going in that car.